I had three key takeaways. My first one was I have a lot of work to do as far as delegation goes. It's hard for me to get out of my own way, and instead of leading a team, if I see deficiencies or vulnerabilities in the team, I step in and I try and handle it myself, thus kind of leaving the team behind and hindering their progress. So if I'm not teaching them what to do in the situation, and I just take the wheel, then I'm setting them up for failure. So learning to step back and have patience to guide and lead my team so that they can accomplish the same task that I can on their own without my help is a key feature to have in our company. The other one would be, I would say, complacency, but we've come to terms that it's just pure laziness. There was two obstacles out there that after the rite of passage, where that thing completely cured my anxiety and any type of fear I had of anything. I can overcome anything that I want. Being up on the Jacob's ladder, despite what everybody saw from down on the ground. While halfway up there, I was not in my own head, nothing wrong with my head, my mindset. I was just sitting there looking at Lenny. I'm like, man, this sucks. I want to go back down. But, we're already committed and we can't keep going. We can't stop. We can't go back down. I had a team. I had a teammate with me. I had my team waiting for me down there, cheering me on. And there was only one thing to do, which is the next right thing, following that next tread up Jacob's ladder till we got to the top and we finished and got those coordinates. The other time was the rock wall, where I got 3/4 of the way up, and I got to a point where I was physically exhausted, still in the right mindset, laughing, looking at Cam that was hanging on a rope next to me. I'm like, man, my arms are like jello. I looked down, I looked at James, I said, I'm tapped out, I'm coming down, and he's like, nope, no, you're not. And so at that point, I knew I was attached to James, and he wasn't gonna let me down. He knew that it was just me being lazy. So I turned around, shook it off, and I kept climbed to the top, and reached my objective, and came back down. And in hindsight, we do a lot of things like that in life. We're like, man, I just don't feel like doing this because we don't want to put in the physical or mental exertion, and it's nothing really anything in our own heads. It's just pure and utter laziness, and I identified that this trip around. And then the last one, which I think is the most important, is when we were working on our mission statement. While I didn't complete my mission statement, I did realize what my core values were, and that's something that I've always wondered, like, man, I've done company core values before, but I've never had my own personal core values. And I realized in jotting down themes for my mission statement that my core values are God, family, and service. And that was real impactful for me, especially speaking with James, one of the instructors, afterwards, is waking up every morning and making decisions based off of my core values: God, family, and service. And those things is my faith comes first, and that helps me have my mind right. And without my faith and without my mindset, I can't do anything. And that allows me to serve my family, and then it allows me to serve other people that are in my situation. If I can help anyone, it would be a huge accomplishment. So those were my 3 takeaways.